Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady.
And I'm Aiden.
And look what Aiden just pulled out of the greenhouse. It's all the leftover native plugs that we need to plant that are gonna go under this big Taxodium. We also have a bunch of ferns that we need to bring over and stage. Those are actually behind the big greenhouse.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and empty this. We'll just lay them out. I want to water everything because I've been doing a terrible job of keeping things watered. Everything is super dry. Honestly, don't even know how alive this stuff is going to be, but we're going to plant it because hope springs eternal. And, well, I'm deviously thinking of overseeding this with poppies and things once we get the landscape plugs put in, because I'm on a seeding roll now, and frankly this bed isn't going to look like anything in the spring anyway because the plants are so small. So I figure there's really no harm in putting some annuals in. This is like a slippery slope, isn't it?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I'm going to take full advantage of having fresh soil, and I'm really excited to dig in here and see how the layering of the deciduous leaves is going. With any luck, things will be starting the decomposition process, and well, it's going to be sort of the perfect medium to garden under. Well, here comes Aiden with another wheelbarrow load of plants. I really didn't realize we had so many ferns. So we're probably going to need to leaf blow more because I want the ferns to go up here where it's shady in the summer. So we probably need to blow all of this up to about here. Handy to have a leaf blower right there. And just before I get planting, you can see I've got epimedium. I've got lots of ferns. They're all mixed up. I'm not worried about keeping them individually together. I kind of want it to just be a mix mash. We'll see how I feel about that when things start growing. And then flat-wise, you can see what we've got. I don't have things labeled very well, but we've got Iris versicolor, Parthenium integrifolium, Echinacea pallida. What's here? Echinacea rocky top, Euthymia graminifolia, more Echinacea pallida. I think I've got some Liatris that I lost the labels for. Here we've got Rudbeckia subtomentosa, Veronicastrum. It's a very bizarre mix. Liatris pycnostachya, Rotibita pinnata, and is that a label? Yes. Baptisia australis. Well, this may be the most random mix of native perennials that anyone has put together. Obviously, design is not the focus today. It's efficiency and trying to prevent these plants from dying because I am doing a bad job watering. So I'm going to do a wild mix. It's probably not going to make any sense whatsoever. That seems sort of be my strategy when gardening with natives. Well, my phone died, so I didn't actually record any of the perennial planting, but I got all of it done. Look at all those empty trays. And now I am starting on the ferns, and I've just done the very bold thing of pulling every single label out. But I'm going to be sure to take a picture of all the labels so I know exactly what I'm planting, because I definitely am not going to remember any of this come the spring. But decided these are big enough that I need to go ahead and just grab a shovel, and I'm going to just dig a bunch of holes, drop the pots in, and well, this is going to be ideal for overseeding with things like poppy because there is no guarantee that many of these perennials are actually going to come through. They weren't in great shape. That's my fault. but I might as well take advantage of the fresh compost that's open and available. So even if the perennials don't come through, I think it's actually gonna look really beautiful in the spring, which is always the aim, but especially this year because we are on the Fuquay-Varina garden tour, May 17th and 18th. We aren't doing an open garden. So if you want to visit in the spring, you'll have to buy tickets, and then you'll be able to visit 10 gardens in South Wake County, which is a really well-organized, wonderful event. I'm super excited to be on it. So, all right, now that I have some juice, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on time lapse and hopefully actually capture some of the magic of digging these holes and getting these ferns put in. I'm gonna really be able to check off that the first day of 2025 was exceptionally productive for me. That feels good. Well, as the sun is setting on the first day of 2025, I am thrilled to say that I have gotten this bed planted. All of the ferns are definitely alive. They're just dormant. They don't look like much now, but they will in the spring. The perennials, on the other hand, we'll see. I'd feel really good if even just 20% of those ended up growing out. But this is going to be a perfect spot to do a poppy seeding, but I'm going to make that a separate video. So I hope that you will subscribe and tune in as I continue to make progress here in my gardens in Fuquay-Varina. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and happy gardening.